Welcome to Unfold Data Science, friends. My name is Aman and I am a data scientist. I was just thinking, if somebody erases all my data science experience and I have to start fresh in data science, then what course I will go for? So there are many courses available from some colleges, universities, some of these online and offline platforms, and of course some individuals. Which of these course is good for me? Which of these course will not be too heavy on my pocket? Which of these course will make me interview ready for data science? How to evaluate a data science course? That is what we will discuss in this video. I am going to give you 5 pointers on which you can evaluate any given data science course and take your decision whether to go for that course or not go for that course. Number one, what is the first thing you will look in a course, guys? Obviously, the content. Now, why the content is so important? Let's say there are two people, person 1 and person 2. Person 1 comes from programming background, okay? So, person 1 can write some code, some logic, some programmings, understands what is data structure, what is loops, what is variables, constant, and the other person doesn't understand anything in the programming, okay? So same data science course might not be suitable for this guy and this guy both. Okay, this guy will need more of hands-on knowledge in coding or programming, whereas this guy is okay if not too much of coding is covered as part of this course. This is one scenario. The other scenario can be there is somebody who is starting from the scratch, from the very beginning in data science concepts. He or she doesn't know even what is a linear regression, some basic concepts of data science. And there is other person who knows basic machine learning algorithms, regression models, tree-based models, ensemble models. And this person is looking to learn something on top of that. For example, what is happening in neural network world, what is new algorithms in the market, how these new frameworks are working. So this person is looking for some advanced knowledge, whereas this person is looking for knowledge from the scratch. So same course will not be equally good for both these people. So it depends on you, what do you want, what is your current level, and which course will give you what you are looking for. So my advice, guys, in detail see the content of the course, see what you already know, see whether it is covering what you are looking for. Very important, see what are the projects being covered as part of the content. These projects will be most probably going into your resume. Hence, very important, understand what are these projects and how it will add value to your profile. This is about the content part. The second point on which you should evaluate a course is what is the mode of training, guys. Very, very important. I see some people getting confused on what is a live training and what is a recorded video. Okay, so basically three modes of training in current pandemic scenario. Mostly classroom trainings are not happening, so just two modes, one is video and one is live training. Okay, live training is like instructor will be with you. If you are caught somewhere in a doubt, if you are doing something, instructor will see your screen and solve your problem. Video tutorial means I record a video and give it to you. Okay, be very, very clear on what is that course is offering you. Some courses will be a blend of these two, X number of recorded video and Y number of live training, Y number of hours of live training. Okay, something like this. The best of the three is classroom training in my opinion, but since classroom is not happening, so out of this live and recorded, I will always prefer live training. Recorded can also be okay given there is decent amount of live support as part of that course. Remember, your doubts and your questions and your queries will be very different from some other person's doubts, queries and questions. So instructors should come to you and clarify your doubts. That is about the mode of the training. Be very, very clear on how many hours of recorded video and how many hours of live interactive session. Very important, guys. Third is, what is the batch size? These are the things which students do not pay much focus when they enroll for a course. This is extremely important, guys. What is the batch size? Now imagine when you are in school, right? In your school, let's say there are 25, 30, 40 people sitting in a class. So teacher can pay attention to all of you, right? What happens if there are like 1000 people in a class? Teacher might not give equal attention to all of you. Some people might get left behind. Some people might not be comfortable asking their doubts. Some people might not be very open on, doing a question answer with the instructor. And when it's a huge batch, right, when the batch size is very large, then it becomes really difficult to run an interactive session as a trainer. Okay, that is the biggest problem with all these online platforms nowadays. What is happening is there is no infra cost. Okay, there is no cost of maintaining a classroom, no cost of maintaining computers, maintaining air conditioned room and markers, projectors, no need of having a very big room. Everything is virtual, people are sitting on their homes, and hence it becomes easy to create a bigger batch. If they create a bigger batch, they will charge you less money. Okay, but please understand, even if they are charging you less money, is that course worth of that money? Even if you are paying less money, it should be at least an interactive session, right? What happens if there is 1000 people in the class? See this angle very carefully, guys. How many people are there in the batch if you are expecting for a interactive session? Okay, fourth point, guys, understand your trainer's profile. Okay, so at some places you will see that there are people purely from academics background. Some places you will see that there are trainers purely from industry. Okay, what you should ideally look for is a blend of these two. Okay, somebody who understands theory very well and somebody who is coming from industry background as well. If I have to choose between these two, only one, I will go for somebody who comes from the industry background, somebody who is working on data science project day-to-day life. So it's your duty to find out what is the profile of your trainers. In all the online platforms, all the brochures, you will get that very easily. Okay, see the profile of the person, what that person has done, what are his achievements, what is that he or she is working on. All these things you should see. Okay, next is obviously the one of the most important aspect of any data science course or training, the placement, right? So I was surprised to know that not many people is aware of the difference between placement assistance and placement guarantee. Let me tell you the difference, guys. First of all, placement assistance means I will assist you in getting a job. How can I assist you in getting a job? I can help you with resume preparation. I can help you with getting interview scheduled. I can help you with, let's say, soft skills. I can help you with different referrals. All these things come under placement assistance. Placement guarantee is I guarantee that you will get a job. Okay, many places I have seen they write this word very smartly. Okay, placement assistance and placement guarantee, they sometimes interchange and they present it to you very smartly. Be very clear on whether this course or this institute where you are going is providing assistance or guarantee for the placement. Okay, and I'm going to give you another bonus tip here, guys. All these things that we discussed here is kind of bookish or theoretical. For example, you will understand your trainer profile from the brochure, you will understand what is the mode of training from the brochure, you will understand course from the brochure. All these things you will understand very easily by doing little research. But what I'm going to tell you now is extremely important. Okay, all these things are fine, but before putting your money you should also know what is actually happening on the ground. Okay, so let us say I plan to enroll for a course in ABC Institute. So can I connect someone who is already enrolled in ABC Institute? Can I get in touch with someone who has completed the course from ABC Institute? What are the ways in which you can connect? So if it's a online platform, you can very easily go to LinkedIn and find the people who have done the course. You should approach many people, guys. Some of them will reply, some of them will not reply, but your objective should be to get the feedback of the institute from the ground. What is happening actually? All these things in brochure looks very nice, but what is happening on the ground? If any individual is also offering you a course, you should ask to that individual, hey, have you done this in past? If yes, can I speak to one of your past student? Like this you should ask, there is no harm in it. So I hope I was able to give you idea on how to evaluate a data science institute, how to evaluate a course, what are the important things for you, what will give value to your money, effort and time that you put. Let me know in comments what doubts you have, guys. I'll see you all in the next video. Till then, wherever you are, stay safe and take care.